guys. So I don't know if it's because I'm overly tired or what the deal is, but today's energy is really bonkers. It's really bonkers. Okay, so the affirmation for today: I am spirited, playful, and fun to be with. Now, this usually comes up when you're being too serious. So, if you're being too serious and people around you are looking at you like you're crazy because you're so serious, you're so into your work, usually that's kind of the gist of it. It's like you're just so focused on work or getting something specifically done. It could be like a tax season thing where you're like so focused on getting your taxes done that you don't see or hear anything around you. Yeah, could be that kind of a thing. And uh, this is a great affirmation to say that will get you out of that energy. Um, the self care card for the day is progress. This beautiful card. It says, charge forward, be willing to make mistakes. So if you're in the middle of something, this has given me like, you know, big project, got to get things done. A lot of things to do, not much time to do it in, and just, like work, 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 work. Energy. The angel message for the day is prayer. However complex a situation may seem, all is possible. We are listening. So pray. And the word for the day is forgiveness. Forgiveness can be forgiving yourself for something, or it can be forgiving others for something. Uh, and that could be anything. Could be anything. Anything you need to forgive. It could be something from a long time ago that you need to forgive. Like, it doesn't have to be anything recent. Um, it could be something that happened a long time ago that you've been hanging on to and you really need to let it go. Angelarium for today is Ramil, I think it is. Ramil or Ramel. Ramil, I'm pretty sure. And this is the Angel of Visions. Isn't that just gorgeous? I like this deck because this is what I imagine angels to be more like. Not like, white little soft floaty things with wings. I don't see angels in that way. And neither does this deck. This deck sees them very, very big, very grand, very not soft, not not floaty, not wings. No, they're very savage. They're very fierce. Okay. Anyway, this is the Angel of Visions, the Shepherd of Good Graces, a shining light in the distance, beckoning us forward into the future. The green pastures beyond the next hill are hard to see. Ramel assures us that things will get better. It whispers something is coming, and it's beautiful. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing toward the horizon, toward the setting sun. As the light fades, you feel as if someone is watching you. Far in the distance, you see a lone figure walking, a dove on its shoulder. You stop for a moment to marvel at this vision. When you move again, it is gone. You hear a flutter of feathers as the dove lands gracefully on your shoulder. A cane, the signs are a cane, the rising sun, and a white dove. Something beautiful is coming. Something beautiful is coming. I can feel it too, I'll tell you. Although the energy that I'm seeing, there's some crazy, 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 crazy energy running around today. Yeah, really crazy energy. So the read is totally confusing. I have no idea what's going on. And I decided that I would just go ahead and start it and figure it out. So, okay, well, I kind of know what's going on. It starts out with a situation as the tower. That's quite a reading. Okay. The tower. When I pulled a clarifying card on the tower, the things stuck out to me was group conflict and competition. The tower card is typically an event that is shocking or startling, but it can also be an inner realization. Like it can be the light just went on, like on something that you hadn't even realized, or you get a bit of information about something that happened in the past or someone from the past, and it kind of like ties everything together, or it's like it can be something that somebody does. It can be something that happens, it can be something that somebody does, and it can be just all by itself. Some trigger happens outside of you, and inside a realization happens. I have a feeling this is about working alone, mostly. It might be a little competition, it might not be. It shows that in the past, somebody was not on their path. Now, I'm thinking possibly that this Queen of Swords down here, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who the reading is. I've got two people. I've got a Queen of Swords. I've got a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is in reverse. Queen of Swords is upright. They are not in a relationship. They may have been at one time, but they don't get along. Queen of Swords is a very blunt, very truthful, very honest, very moral, very technically ethical type person. And she likes things very clear. She likes honesty. She likes integrity. She likes stuff like that. And the King of Pentacles in reverse is a greedy, manipulative, horrible person. He's somebody that the Queen of Swords would not typically have anything to do with. Yet, here we are in this reading. Well, let's see. I don't even know where to start with this. I really don't. So the key or the situation is the tower. So I don't know if that's a tower between these two people or something that's happened that to one of these people that has maybe affected the other. It kind of shows that maybe I don't know, there was working alone, group conflict, and competition is what comes up. And no teamwork and no planning is typically the card. So I am thinking, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is probably the hardest read I think I've ever seen. Okay, so um okay, the challenge to the tower is not having any focus, not having any long-term focus perhaps. It could be just a short little period of time that maybe that's it. Maybe it's this tower. That might be it. It might be something that's going to happen for a short period of time that creates this tower. That's highly possible because it shows uh, actually it shows peacefulness. It shows peacefulness in this period of time. Let me try this. Okay, so what exactly is the tower? Not being able to figure out what the tower is really kind of kicking my butt. Okay, so the tower included some kind of heartbreak and suffering. But there was a lot of lies and gossip and manipulation. There's gossip is in here several times. Cheating, recklessness, lack of support, living in the past, child abuse, leaving home, maturing, boring, lack of creativity, stagnation. This is a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. A lot of struggle for dominance, disagreements. Oh my. This is a lot of really bad stuff. This is a lot of really, really bad stuff. So I'm gonna say that it's somebody has gotten in a big fight. Maybe they have decided that they are doing the wrong thing or they're with the wrong person or something along those lines. There's been a lot of cheating, lying, stealing, emotional pain, loneliness, um, immaturity, setbacks, disappointment, hustle, haphazard action, gossip, sarcastic, bad news. I mean, I could just keep going on and on and on. competition, diversity, struggle for dominance, and disagreement. So there's a lot of people here too. There's a lot of people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people in this one small portion. One small portion. And it's all very bad news, very bad situation. So I am going to say that it is maybe a breakup of a relationship at some point in time, but there is something more to it. There's something bigger. And it looks like a lot of people are being paid, possibly, or doing it for somebody. Like they're trying to hurt somebody really bad. They're like trying to do a lot of damage to a person in a very short period of time. Down here in the problem subconscious area, it shows the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, it shows her, she had some guilt in the past. And now she is in a compromising, I guess, situation. She is actually being carefree and going with the flow. She's got innocence in the future. She has love coming in from some direction. And she has morality as the outcome. And the Queen of Swords, typically, that's what she does. The Queen of Swords is, she's like the truth teller. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the upright is the person who is very concerned with the truth, and they're very concerned with what is right and what is correct. And they, but I think it's funny that that's in the problem. So I'm thinking that this Queen of Swords is either a very good person who's about to be attacked, or this person knows about an attack that is getting ready to happen. I don't think this has happened yet. I don't think this is, I think that there was heartbreak. I think there's a lot of lying and a lot of deception going on. And that it has to do with something from the past. And it shows that in the past, there was a lack of good judgment. There was a problem with judgment, meaning somebody made a decision or made a decision to do something or to be a certain way, or maybe to bypass something for the sake of whatever, love, truth, integrity, whatever. I don't really know. But they made an error in judgment. They chose badly. And then in the intention area, it shows that there is normally it would be a face-to-face meeting with somebody, but this is no face-to-face meeting. So they're not going to like actually see somebody. So I'm thinking this tower is something that is happening. It's not happening like when the people are face to face. It could be something that's happening over the phone. It could be happening over the phone or email. There's only one area. Well, it does show. It does show in the what to do category. Um, no long distance communication. So maybe it's not phone, possibly email, possibly internet, possibly something along that line. Then it shows that there is an offer of money. So I don't know if this is like an extortion thing or, like somebody's being blackmailed or somebody's trying to get money out of somebody for doing something or not doing something. It's a good partnership. Oh, and there's an emperor in reverse. That's not good. So we've got some doubt, some delay, some illness. This is about an offer of money, regrets, false accusations. It's big money. It's family, and like inheritance or long family. What do you call it? It is generational wealth. Big money. Money for generations. God. So I'm thinking it's old money, maybe family wealth, security. But there is an emperor in reverse here, and the emperor in reverse is somebody who abuses their power. They're very controlling. They're yeah, they're very controlling. They are rigid. They lack discipline. They're quick to anger. They will abuse their power, and they are considered a dictator. So the dictator, oh, the dictator. The dictator. I don't know if the dictator is offering money or if the offer is coming in. Because I'm really not sure who this is about. I believe it's about the Queen of Swords, but I couldn't swear that that is the case. All right, I'm going to get rid of these cards for the Tower. We know it's a bad deal. It's a bad situation. In the what to do category. So we got the Queen of Swords over here, being carefree and going with the flow. I don't think this read is about the Queen of Swords, unless it's something that's going to happen to the Queen of Swords because she is over here being carefree and going with the flow. And it shows that she's innocent. She's innocent and somebody is in love with her. That's what it shows. And I really can't see how she relates to this King of Pentacles. Anyway, there is this offer of money, and it looks like it's a bad offer. It looks like, I don't know who it's for, but it's something that, and we've got Judgment in reverse again. So bad judgment, an inheritance, and a dictator. Bad judgment, and the bad judgment was in the past, and the inheritance, there's a lot of money at stake. And the Emperor in the reverse, which is not an emperor, it's somebody who thinks that they should have authority. They're basically a jerk. For some reason, they think maybe they want the money. That's what it is. They want the money. There's money somewhere. There's money. Does the Queen of Swords have the money? Does the King of Pentacles have the money? King of Pentacles has the money. And the Emperor in reverse and the King of Pentacles are not the same person. And the Emperor in reverse wants the money from the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so these two guys, these two guys are separate. And they are fighting over money. Now, the King of Pentacles, in the outcome, it shows him in the reverse, which means bad guy. Bad guy, bad guy. Bad guy is greedy, materialistic, out for money, doesn't really care about people or feelings or things, outside of the money. They like the money. They want the money. And that is like their only focus. Like they live for money, materialism. It would be like the devil. Like the devil is the material world. Material things, money, making money, large amounts of money, and not having to, it's not like, like, it's a little different. The blessings from God versus the blessings from the devil. The devil, he gives, but he taketh away quickly. He taketh away whenever he wants, because he wants. God, completely different. Completely different. So the King of Pentacles is very similar to a devil energy in the fact that it is a materialistic, overly materialistic energy. And this one up here, he wants to make somebody cry. I'm not sure who he wants to make cry, but he, in the what to do category, is crying. He wants to make somebody cry. And he is looking at whatever the situation is as if it was an adventure of some sort. So the cards that I pulled to ask about this King of Pentacles in reverse kind of confirm that he's a jerk. He's a big jerk. And he and this Emperor don't like each other, obviously. Okay, the what to do. So it's gotten a little bit clearer, but I'm still not completely sure. Okay, so have the King of Pentacles and the Emperor gotten in a fight? Okay. And a lack of focus is the challenge. So there's a lot of chaos here. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of craziness going on. And it all seems to be about money. Now we've got the what to do category, which is the the Knight of Cups, which is no communication, usually. No communication, it's like knights are messengers. They they bring messages usually of love or emotion or something along those lines, something heartfelt. And this is in the reverse, which means there's no message or no heartfelt message. So no emotional message. Um, and as far as this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy energy, you guys. I've not seen anything like this energy before. And it's been like this ever since, I don't know, since like I got up. Like I almost have a feeling like, God, I did this wrong. I should back out of it and redo it. Um, because it just doesn't seem like it's normal. It doesn't seem right. Anyway, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, what that tells me, oh my, actually, when things feel like this, when things get to a point where there's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, a lot of like bouncing off the wall energy, and a lot of confusion, I automatically think it is some form of demonic attack, possibly spiritual attack from darker forces, possibly demonic attacks, because uh, this energy is, it doesn't really make sense, and that's usually what happens when there's darker forces at work. You will see a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion and things that don't make sense. And that is this read, because in the environment you have the lovers. Okay, so somebody here, I don't know if it's this Emperor in reverse or if it's this King of Pentacles, that's in love, or one of somebody else is in love with one of them, but it's all negativity. There's another tower. Resistance, loss, suffering, illness, avoiding a tragedy, personal transformation, overwhelmed, giving up, lack of confidence, burnout, creative block, negative self-talk, financial issues. There's an Empress here too, and the Empress is in reverse. So I'm thinking that this Empress might be the Empress in reversed, might be in love with somebody, or somebody's in love with this Empress in reverse. And an Empress in reverse is not a good energy. It's not. The Empress herself is all four queens. The Empress embodies all four queens. So once a person has mastered the energy of all four queens, then she becomes an Empress. This is an Empress in reverse. This is like somebody who's never mastered anything. And she probably isn't very nice either. And she has a tower. So there's two towers. The devil hasn't come out yet, which is kind of odd, but the men are in reverse. So they're struggling, they're fighting, there's money everywhere, there's crying, there's a Queen of Swords over here. I'm not even sure how she fits into all this, because she is a completely different energy than all of these other people. And she is in the problem category. So, or the subconscious. She's in there kind of like she might be in opposition to all of this. She might be the one being attacked, actually. She might be the one that is the target of all of this, because there definitely seems to be a target. We've got another tower in the what do you call it? The environment, the energy that's around the environment. And yeah, it's a lot of chaos, personal transformation, fear of change, resistance, loss, suffering, illness, avoiding a tragedy, burnout, creative block, negative self-talk, financial issues, infertility, overbearing, dependence, domestic strife. And this is with the Lovers card in the environment. So it's a good partnership with a really crappy person. That's pretty much what this is showing. It is a good partnership with a really crappy person. There isn't any positive. Okay. There's no positive in this. There's none. This is a whole bunch of really bad stuff happening. The only kind of positive would be this over here, which would be the Queen of Swords. And she is over here being carefree, going with the flow, and there is love coming into her. And she's concerned about moral topics, moral subjects, things that she's busy. She's busy being good. She's over here being busy, being good, doing what she needs to do, how she needs to do it. And then there's all this crap that's going on around her. And by crap, I mean like every bad thing that you could possibly think of. I want to see what this King of Pentacles, why this King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Oh my. And then there's a ton of other people. What's with all these other people? There's so many people. There's so many people. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is in reverse. He is trying to make somebody cry. And he is looking at this like this is kind of a fun little adventure. And when I asked about him being in the outcome of this, I expected a whole bunch of like really bad stuff. But there's more people. There's more people. There's a lot of people in this. And that might be why I'm having such a hard time grasping what exactly is going on, because there are so many people. Anyway, there is a King of Wands and a King of Swords in the upright in regards to this King of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got an Empress in reverse. We have burdens, stress, burnt out. And then this King of Wands comes in. And the key is the King of Swords. And we got the Queen of Swords down here, because the King of Swords is concerned with authority, discipline, um, ethics, clarity, the truth. He can be somebody in law enforcement. He could be somebody in the courts, but I haven't seen justice, so I don't see that it's a court thing. I mean, it hasn't come out at all in these spreads, so I'm thinking it's not a law enforcement thing. I think these are two other people. So the question was, why is he in the outcome? Trying to make somebody cry. And maybe he wants to be a leader. Maybe he wants these things. Yeah, I'm thinking he wants, or he thinks, he might think that he is all these things. It does show that he wants a face-to-face meeting. There is literally no spiritual stuff going on here. There's almost no major arcanas. There's Judgment, the Tower, the Hermit, and the Lovers. And that's pretty much it. And if I were to read based on that, I would say there's something big happening. It's going to create a short-term problem or a short-term focus. It's a bad move, whatever it is. It doesn't look at the long term. It doesn't take into account maybe the long term. It is not something that anybody should be doing, because it's judgment in reverse, so it's bad judgment. And then the Lovers is in the environment. So I don't know. Maybe somebody's in love with this Queen of Swords over here. Could be the King of Pentacles that's in love with her. But I'm thinking it's the King of Swords. The King of Swords who's in love with her. That is her counterpart. And he is here under the King of Pentacles, who is a jerk, and he's trying to make somebody cry. So maybe he's a jerk. He's trying to make somebody cry. Maybe that somebody is the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords is coming in to take care of the King of Pentacles. Oh my God. Disruption, discord, excess, imbalance, extremism, recklessness, partnership, harmony. So I'm going to say that this Queen of Swords is a target. She's kind of over here doing her thing, doing it the way she wants to do it. She's not bothering anybody. She is the problem. And the problem is that she is creating, it looks like she doesn't have bad stuff. Like maybe that's why she's the problem, because she has morality in her her outcome. So I'm thinking that she doesn't do anything bad. She doesn't do anything wrong. So they can't blackmail her, possibly. But I think she's the problem because she's the target. She is the target, and all these people are trying to create some kind of problem in her life because they think she's the problem, but really they're the problem. They're the ones that are causing the problem. She's not the problem. She's over here doing her own thing, being carefree, going with the flow, and she has innocence. She is innocent to whatever is going on here. So she doesn't fit into any of this. But we've got an Empress in reverse, an Emperor in reverse. I'm assuming those are counterparts. So maybe the Emperor in reverse is in love with the Queen of Swords, and the Empress in reverse is pissed off about that because she's over here with the Lovers and the Tower. Yeah. And they are all after money. They are all after money, with the exception of this Queen of Swords, who is just doing her thing. Nobody else is bugging her. She's not bugging anybody else. And she is in the problem area with all this chaos and confusion going on around her. So, I say the Queen of Swords needs to keep going. And she needs to ignore all this other stuff that's going on out here. And whoever all these people are, they need to get a job. They need to get a job and leave everybody else alone, especially this Queen of Swords over here. This is really crazy. But I'll tell you, it's kind of where the energy has been all day. It's been kind of freaky, kind of not making any sense. A lot of force, a lot of energy coming out. Okay, so oh my. Okay, so the runes for the day is the first one is a chakra, and it comes up as the heart chakra. The heart chakra color is green. It's air, touch, skin, arms and hands, love, kindness, softness, empathy, selflessness, tolerance, self-sacrifice, evolution, faith, compassion, empathy, sympathy, harmony, devotion, and surrender. So that is the heart chakra. Then we have an element, which is earth. Stability, grounding, physical, body, materiality, feminine, land, south, autumn, harvest, brown, green, and beige. And then we have, I think this is Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio energy, passionate, stubborn, resourceful, brave, negative, water, fixed, and night. And then you know what I want to do? I want to see really quick this what to do category. I want to see. This what to do category. This is don't expect communication, long distance communication usually. Usually it's a nice, sweet communication. Hmm. So, uh, the the key came up with the Hermit again. Hermit in reverse. So it's almost like it's saying that isolation and withdrawal is the key, is the thing to do. Fight, conflict, struggle for dominance, disagreement, demonstration of power, tension, rivalry, and chaos are in the present. And then we have some recovery in the future, the near future. Um, but then, yeah, it's almost like somebody, and I'm going to say it's probably this Queen of Swords, who needs to withdraw. Withdraw, be alone, be antisocial, detach, don't worry about things that are going on around her. I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff happening. It appears that it's happening because of this Queen of Swords. Somebody's in love with her. Somebody wants money from her. Somebody wants to make her cry. There's like a lot of people. There's a lot of people who have a bone to pick for whatever reason. And it seems like some of them actually have a reason. Others don't have any reason at all. Black Moon Astrology card for today is Jupiter return benefits. Jupiter return. Oh, let's see. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. A Jupiter return occurs every 12 years. This marks the time the largest and most expansive planet returns to the original place where you were born. Can we get this week again? I think this is like the second time that we've got this. Turning up the Jupiter return card indicates a period when doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. You are given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. It suggests you will soon be entering a time where you encounter less resistance and life should flow much easier. The Jupiter return card is a green light that gives you the go ahead. All paths are clear and you are to take the utmost advantage of this. Goals and plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past. Yeah, this is now all of a sudden it's very clear. This is about the Queen of Swords. And she had poor judgment in the past. And that is probably why the morality card is showing up here. Because she knows she had poor judgment. And now there is some type of tower event happening. And this tower event has a lot of people involved in it. Um, and there is a brief period of time where there's no focus or a lack of focus. And I don't know if that's happening now or if that's something that's coming up for her. And then we've got this offer of money. It's either a job offer, a business offer, something in the near future. And somebody is in love with her, and somebody's pissed off about that. That is, and this King of Pentacles has something to do with that. I think the King of Pentacles is the one that's in love with her. Yeah, all paths are now clearing, and you can take the utmost advantage. The Jupiter card return is the green light that gives you the go-ahead. Goals and plans you started more than a decade ago will begin to bear fruit, either right now or at least very soon. Something very good is about to emerge from the debris of the past. It could be a thing you felt you lost, and something that did not work out exactly as you had hoped. It may even be a plan you have forgotten about that once again comes into your life and makes some remarkable changes and advances. In short, the Jupiter return card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial and material. Dreams manifest into reality at this time. Gifts flow in easily. It is also a time to be aware of how you approach matters of your own spirituality, faith, and destiny. There is a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab a hold of anything that surfaces. Don't let go. Investigate the possibilities that this might bring. It's not a good time to get carried away, though. It is always important with Jupiter to keep a clear head. Jupiter, named for the Roman god, or Jove, as he is also named, is a jovial planet, open-hearted, optimistic, and flirtatious. The god Jove brings a multitude of blessings, while the planet Jupiter is the Santa Claus of the planet. The Jupiter return is like Christmas Eve. You know, there is a new moon in Sagittarius on the 15th, which I think is Sunday. Today is Friday. Saturday, yep, Sunday. Sunday's the 15th. There is a new moon in Sagittarius, and it's conjunct Jupiter and Mercury, I believe. So there's, even though Jupiter is retrograde, that would be like Christmas Eve. This card marks a stage where you are to receive opportunities and then rewards. This is the time many areas of your life begin to bear fruit. The only negative to this card is that it's not a good time to indulge or become reckless with anything. It can indicate too much of a good thing, or being overly confident things will work out on their own. But like the Saturn return, only hard work will perseverance will bring the payoff. It is a time to take a broader reach and show gratitude. See the possibilities, trust in the fortune, and give thanks to the gods. Making light of a situation and realizing it's not as bad as it seems is the best approach. In fact, something will be rescued from the darkness. New experiences trigger a desire for travel and development. Communications with angels and higher spirits are more possible now. Higher education calls to you. Publishing your ideas or bringing them before the public are a probability. Relax, let go of control, and allow things to unfold. Be wise and pay attention. Don't take your eyes off the prize. You are in a kingly or queenly place right now. Bigger goals and plans now rule your life. It is time to put laziness aside and buckle down for some dramatic changes, mostly positive. Great fortune is ahead of you, so don't back away from it and proceed from the dream in an outward way. Love and romance take on a sweetness and a sense of freedom where you can be who you are with the addition of acceptance and generosity. You may attract many potential lovers at this time, so choose wisely or the relationship could be short-lived. And also be careful of indulging in too much eat or drink. So, in short, love others with grace and patience. Know that generosity is its own reward. Keep the expansive energy of Jupiter flowing with discernment. And in answer to your question, yes, but only if you are wise with your choices. Jupiter return card in brief is positivity, openness, seizing the moment, rising to the call, preparation for great opportunities, being a success, grand achievements, significant improvements in money matters, new love or revitalization of old romances or relationships. Signposts to the future and all possibilities it may bring. Release, freedom, happiness, buoyancy, excess, sugary foods, weight gain, rescue from suffering. The ace up your sleeve, happier times, alignment with your soul's calling, drawing the finances you need as well as wisdom to know what to do with it. A check in the mail, debts repaid. The corresponding tarot card for this card is the Chariot. And the Chariot means full steam ahead. You are ready to go. You are moving in a positive direction. The key ideas are earned luck, fortunate rewards, profits, an auspicious year, the future, and aspiration. And the other possibility here, if I didn't say this before, which I think I did, is that this King of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords used to be in a relationship, and the Queen of Swords is moving on, and the King of Pentacles is crying about that. And that is causing the Tower. But there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of chaos, and there's a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of bad stuff that's getting ready to pop off. And I'm not really sure why, other than this Queen of Swords over here doing nothing, just being carefree and going with the flow and looking for moral people in the world or moral people in life. Love and blessings.